All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
Here goes Hut. Yo, lady. Check 53. I'm scared. Check your hot read. 25. Check 25. Check 25. No. Check 24. Check 24. Out. Go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Over. Roar. Mike 5. Hey, you red, lady? Hey, Haywood. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Mike 3. Combo. Silver. Switch it.
Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 4.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hey, Delta. Hurry. 43's the mic.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, alert. Strong right. Hey, alert. Hey, high 7. Check 24. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check three. Ready.
Balaj. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Balaj.
I got you, boy.
A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. King. Check right, 40.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, what's the ball? Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Hey.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alert! Hey, wahoo!
Hey, come on, no.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch twist. He's checking.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And all the way in in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey. 4 down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Third and long, it's Darnold. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 59 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we had that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shift, shift. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Young lady.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And some room to maneuver. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down, Chiefs.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Alpha.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some grit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 34. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Wide, get wide.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check right, check right. Check. 53 is the mic. Check. 53.
Oh, lady. I got you, punk.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barry. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Zoo. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. All day, dog. Mike Ford.
Mayfield now from the 50. He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 50 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Regular. Go.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Mike Ford.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
You remember me? You remember me?
Hurry.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
40's the mark. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 40's the mark. Squeeze. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set. 180.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, high 7. Hurry. 44's the mic. You gonna see me in your touch.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
25. Check 25. No. Off. Check 24. Check 24.
Again, it's Balaj. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check safety. No, wait. Joker. Switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. 53's Mike.
No, lady.
53's Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike, 53.
After the interception, here's Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let him know.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
53, 80, 53, check 53. Check three, check three. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, wahoo! Keep going, El, keep going.
Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Mike 5, Mike 5. Ricky. Mike 5. Man, 80. Hey, pick it up, defense.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Watch safety creep. Watch lady. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.